Alright, Shalom Yashwala. It's your brother Karazazai coming at you with another lesson, teaching on highways and byways. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, by Shem HaKakadas Brakatham, double honors to our apostles, millstone, well, peace, say so for like Israel, double honors to the generals of SOYWY camp, who are underneath the branch of Great Millstone. Coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be real quick, but it's going to be about the visions I had. Vision I had last night. I know I haven't done the edification of a vision in a minute. I'm not trying to do too much on the visions, because some visions could be deceiving you. So, but this one right here, I feel like it was part of prophecy and it's protecting me. So, I was in my dorm. I was just like at this building, a dorm-like building, at nighttime. Now I see these females dressing up all militia, dressing up like a military militia type of outfit, a uniform. They had guns, they had guns and knives and all that shit. And I think they said they were basically doing a hunting, hunting people down. If they catch you in front of that site. So I ran inside the building, try to hide. But now I see this chick trying to shoot me, two females. And I don't know, like it happened in the split. It happened so fast, in a split second. I had them both on the floor, one wasn't responding and one was, one was responsive and the other one wasn't responsive, Then a woman to my left in the hallway at the door, the room door, she was just on her knees, just praying, begging. So then the other group of people just knocked me out and kidnapped me, They took me, and it was like very strange, but they took me somewhere in the woods, like a restaurant, It was weird, it didn't make any sense, but like they took me somewhere off the grid. So like, yeah, I'm feeling a little better, but still fighting the illness. Taking my vitamins, praying to the Lord. But going back to the vision, I like in a spiritual eye, a spiritual view. I see a wild man, in a tent in the wilderness right next to the restaurant that's off the grid where they took me, and then I see these two lions. The wild man was trying to feed the two lions, but then one lion had his head up, like when a dog hears something, they had their head up and their ears up. That's how the lion was, That's how one lion was. And then the other lion heard something too. They sensed something was going on, so they went to that place, to that restaurant in the wilderness that's off the grid, and the lions was just mauling those people they kidnapped me, that was about to, they were mauling those people that was about to do something bad to me, man. I wanted to give all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, but it happened so quick, man, so, the lions, they rescued me, so, and that was a Yapa dream, Yapa vision, it was very Yapa. So, I got some precepts about visions, Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities, but fear thou God. So there'll be visions. So visions are being given to multiple people, but the only ones that can interpret it and understand it are the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, the ones that they follow. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, carrying their cross daily, following Yahweh Shah to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, trying to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments, and if you have visions where you being, like some brothers might have visions of the chariots or the MOTB or getting tortured, that's the Lord making you fear Him, You're gonna fear the Lord one way or another, man. Ain't no getting around. You got to fear the Lord one way or another. That's just how it goes, you know. So if you hear this word, if you hear this truth, if you see the man out on highways and byways, Great Millstone teaching, you might as well take heed and hear the word, man, and fear the Lord early, so you can build up your chance of getting that salvation when the time comes. Acts 2:17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh Shah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. So I remember back in the day, I used to ask my dad, like my pops, does he dream? And he said when he be sleeping, he be dreaming of him walking up the stairs, and he be falling, and that's when my mom, she'll be like in your sleep you be moving like you about to fall, and my pops be like, yeah, that's because I be walking upstairs in my dreams, dreams are hella, man. Lord is just, man, he knows how to get you to fear him, man. That seems scary itself, but he dreams and young men and the sons and daughters, they should dream and prophesy. So brothers be having dreams, and then they put that in the edification, or they tell it to the brothers. They tell either way. They either tell in the group chat or brothers, or they put in their lessons. Either way, they prophesy. And then you have some sisters, that'll, now you daughters of Zion, you're not supposed to go out, you're not supposed to teach. You're supposed to take care of the house, cook and clean, and take care of the kids, teach the kids and teach these sisters. But you can tell your husband, when you have visions, that's part of you prophesying, you telling your husband, because I remember this one brother back years ago, where a brother was talking about his wife had vision of being in the spiritual realm, in the kingdom of heaven, new earth. And I still remember this, that he said that his wife told him that she looked to the right and she sees all the righteous acts, seeing the fruits of the labor, seeing the salvation. She looked to her right. She sees the beauty things, many beauty things of the that's part of the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, that's Yapah, man. That was Yapah. I don't remember the brothers. I know it's from Great Millstone, but I don't remember the brothers' channel. But if you brothers from Great Millstone are watching this, hopefully you understand. Jeremiah 23:32. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah. So, like I said, it's cool to have visions, but you gotta be willing to determine which visions is it part of prophecy or is just madness. It's cool to dream, but you can't get into all visions. You can't get into all the dreams heavily, because some of them could be deceiving, or some people could just make up having visions. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy. It's very heavy. You gotta be very careful. What the X? Oh, well. I'm going to go to Luke 10:19. Behold, I give you unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and do nothing by any means hurt you. And shall, some brothers may have visions of the Esau and the heathen nations coming against you. Coming against you, trying to take you out. in your dreams, you praying to the Lord, you running from them, but all of a sudden the Holy Spirit comes onto you. You see spiritual powers, and you start, you go to work in your dreams, But that's part of the prophecy, Isaiah 59:19. So let me get that real quick. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, shall lift up a standard against them. That's you getting spiritual powers right there, man. When that martial law gets declared, you hear that emergency broadcast system alert, and you see the MOTB being mandatory, mandated across the globe, that what's that microchip, RFID, NFC, whatever the microchip implant brand it is, that's the MOTB. And some brothers gonna get tossed in FEMA camps, and some brothers are willing. Some brothers are gonna be able to go to the wilderness. It ain't gonna be all. This ain't gonna be all get together, hold hands, and die together. No, you're gonna get judged individually. The Lord created you individually. You're gonna get judged individually at the end. It ain't gonna be just like that movie, Knowing, with Nicolas Cage, the movie that came out 2009. At the end, they all hug, and then the solar of the sun destroys the whole planet Earth. It ain't gonna be that. You're gonna die. You were created individually, and you're gonna die individually. You're gonna get judged. When the time comes. And that's the whole point. And that's why we gotta fear the Lord and the Son. You have to, and this is just to motivate brothers, like that vision I just described that I had, man, It was Joppa. Hopefully it motivates you brothers to go outside and teach or do edifications, and it motivates you to go hard, That time is coming. Hey, time's coming, man, We only got a short amount of time until the Lord pulls the plug, until you press that button. So hopefully this is edify. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Shah, Bashem, Al-Kakadesh, Pakatan, Devil, Ansar, Pastor, Great Mistle, Well, Peace, Say, So, Philadelphia, Israel, Shalom.